Hello friends, it's JD. Well, it's Saturday, so it's time for another episode of JD Cooks. But I've been on vacation and I've been lazy and yeah, I don't have an episode ready. So, I'm diving into the vaults, going all the way back to 2009. An episode that I filmed when I was filming all kinds of things and never got around to editing and putting together and airing. So you're going to hear lots of references to February of 2009 and first videos and things like that that will sound confusing, but if you think about the fact that it's from the vaults, it'll be better. So Reggie and I are going to sit here and watch it with you. It's for oven-dried tomatoes. It's a great recipe. I highly recommend trying it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Hello there. Welcome to the first episode of JD Cooks, coming to you from the new kitchen. It's very cool. I'm having a very good time. I've clearly just gotten off work. And I am making the beginnings of a roasted tomato caprese salad. Caprese is usually a salad that consists of summer fresh tomatoes, really good mozzarella, a little basil, and that's usually about it. But it's February and the tomatoes suck right now, quite frankly. And normally I don't even bother, but I just made this recently. It came off really well. It was really easy, and I thought I'd share it with you. This is a recipe from the Barefoot Contessa from her latest cookbook. And what I have here is some plum tomatoes that I have cut in half, and I am taking the insides out, not the core or even the little stem. All I'm going for is the seeds. I'm just running my very clean finger, and on like this side where it's kind of solid, I'm pushing my finger in and getting all the gunk out of there. All right, I have 12 of those here, and I've done most of them already, and I've got them on a cookie sheet that has been lined with that foil that nothing sticks to, which I think is kind of creepy myself, but it does actually work. So I'm just gonna get the last of these done. All the tomatoes are done, and now I just need to get them ready for the oven. And so I've got some olive oil. I'm just gonna drizzle some olive oil over it, over the tomatoes. Oh, make a huge mess. Also hit them up with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Sprinkle them with a couple teaspoons worth of salt. I'm using kosher salt, but you don't have to. Maybe like a teaspoon of sugar. Sugar is going to help bring out the sweetness in the vinegar and also in the tomatoes. It's going to help punch up their flavor a little bit since it's, you know, February. Some fresh pepper. And then, now, the original recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic sprinkled over the tomatoes. I don't know how, after you push garlic through a press, to sprinkle it over stuff. I tried this on the most recent time I made the recipe and I made just a huge mess. So I have very good, fresh garlic powder, and although I do claim to be a snob most of the time, sometimes I'm not, and this is one of those moments. So I'm just going to put some, I don't have a little shaker cap on it, so I have to put some in my hands, and I'm going to sprinkle that all over as well. That'll give it the garlic flavor. And again, I know how old this garlic powder is. If you don't remember when you bought your garlic powder, throw it away and go get some new stuff. All right, that's good. All right, and these are now ready to go into a 275-degree oven for 2 hours. So I'm going to put them in, go walk the dog, change clothes, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in a few hours. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. Let's get an electrolyte light and see how they look. Ah, very nice. They look like the Dickens, but they're actually going to be very, very tasty. There's a lot of juice still in them, but you can see they have that kind of roasty, toasty look. So I'm going to let them sit here until they've completely cooled down, and then I'll put them in a container to use when I'm ready to make the salad. Okay, so it's dinner time. We have all of our guests sitting over there. And we've got all the makings for the salad all set up. I have here just some very basic salad greens tossed with a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar and some herbs. And now we're going to finish them up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a piece of cheese down, a piece of mozzarella, and I'm going to put one of the tomatoes down on top of that. And then I'm going to put another piece of mozzarella down. And then I'm going to put another tomato down, like that, just like so. And I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, Mrs. Lewis. And a little bit, ooh, too much balsamic vinegar. And a little bit of basil. So, and then I'm going to take some of these napkins and fold it backwards the other way. And I'll eat this one so no one's offended by that. And there you go. A caprese salad that is worthy of being eaten in the cold, dark months of February. So, as always, the recipe can be found on jdcooks.com and from the Barefoot Contessa's latest cookbook, which is called what, Mrs. Lewis?
Back to basics.
Back to Basics, and which you can buy on jdcooks.com's website. Thank you. Bye.
So you might be thinking, well, what do you do with the leftovers? Well, it's the next morning, as you can see. Jammies. And I'm going to make some breakfast for myself. Good stuff.